So I did a video called "I'm Tired of the Youth Calling Me an Old Head," right? And I expressed in that video my disdain of that title. It really rubbed me the wrong way. But then, see me, I'm not quick on my toes a lot of times, when I think. It takes me some time to sit down and think about things and then come to a solution or a conclusion. And I thought about that, you know what I'm saying, throughout these past days. And I'm saying to myself, you know what? I'm glad that I'm an old head. And it's to a certain extent, I'm gonna embrace that title. You wanna know why? Because I had the best time in my life when I was younger. Yeah, I've been through a lot of bumps and bruises. The street wasn't paved smooth when it comes to my life. I hit a few potholes and but for the most part, man, I had a good time. And the reason why I had a good time is because when we were younger, we actually went outside and played. There was a time and place because they did have we did have Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo and TurboGrafx-16. We did have that. But there was a time and a place for that. But for the most part, we went outside and we played basketball. We had dirt ball fights. This guy, I was in my grandmother's neighborhood, had a fort in his backyard. I mean, straight up fort. It was like made in the wood. It was kind of like a castle, right? And it was like propelled up, up from the ground. And we would have pine cone fights, and we just did kid stuff, right? We rode dirt bikes. I mean, whatever you could possibly fathom doing as a kid, we did it. And I'm glad that I'm able to have those memories, because nowadays when I see the kids in the neighborhood, I don't see them. You want to know why? Because the kids are too busy on the cell phones, the PlayStation 5s, the Xbox, I don't know what it is, Live One, whatever they call it, the newer version now. They're on social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Well, the young people don't really mess with Facebook. You understand? So it's like a kid can't even be a kid now. You are all exposed to so much stuff till it's ridiculous. And when I was growing up, it was okay to be young. It was okay to go out there and be a kid. And then as I became a teen, talking to women, and not women, but young girls, you know what I'm saying? And at that time, I was like right in between that time of real hair and transitioning into weaves. So at that point in time, it wasn't cool for a young girl to wear weaves and a wig. Matter of fact, wigs were for old people. They didn't wear any eyelashes, and if they wore makeup, it was to the prom. That's it. We had natural little girls, teenage girls, and back then it was just, the whole culture, hip hop being transitioning into this golden era, where it was, you had every genre in hip hop. Meaning that you had your gangster rap, you had your conscious rap, you had your house rap, you know what I'm saying? Like, you had your dancing, when you dance, kid and play type stuff, you know what I'm saying? Kwame type stuff, and the hairstyles we had, the Gumbies, the box fades, the fashion we wore, you know what I'm saying? The polka dot shirts, the Carhartt pants and the farmer jumpers. I mean, you name it. All of these retro Jordans that you all are wearing, even though I don't wear Jordans, they were coming out. They were coming out when I was coming up. So you all are getting some shit that's already been out and being overcharged for it. That plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? So all of the retro sneakers, the Air Maxes, all of that stuff, we had that. We were first dibs on that. And trust me, all those Jordans that you paying for $200, $300, $400, $500, we wasn't. Like I said, I never liked Jordan, but they weren't that price when I was coming up. It was just a different day and time, man, and it was beautiful, man. Beautiful. I have so many memories, you know, from the house parties to the clubs to going to college campuses such as Duke. I party at Duke. I party at North Carolina. UNC, I party at North Carolina A&T, I party at St. Augustine's. What other college I partied at? I can't remember. But basically, I partied at those colleges. And didn't go, I only went to St. Augustine's, but I didn't go to the other ones. Oh, I partied at NC State University. And it was just a fun time, a fun moment back then, man. It was a fun moment. Rappers weren't killing each other or weren't getting killed like your rappers are. I mean, we had a few that got killed. You know, of course, the known ones, Tupac and Biggie. But our rappers weren't dropping dead like you all. So I embrace being an old head because I have old memories. I have memories. You see, we didn't have to wear masks like you all have to. I got to see several Final Fours. I got to see several Super Bowls and NBA championships. Several. I've seen Jordan in action. I've seen Kobe in action. I've seen Shaquille O'Neal in action. And those are memories that you all don't have. So the next time you call me an old head, guess what? I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to be like, yep, you're right. Because I see history. So all of this stuff that's going on, the pandemic, people losing lives, it's over 300,000 deaths. And the way that things were prior to this, it's never going to be again. Never. It's going to be somewhat close to it, but it's never going to be the same. I can tell you that I'm pretty sure that you wish you was an old head right now. Because I've lived my life. So from this point on, yes, it may be miserable if I have to wear a mask wear a mask for the rest of my life. But guess what? I experienced so many years of not wearing one. If you told me in 1995 that I was going to be wearing a mask to got something in my eye, to the gym or to the grocery store because it's a pandemic that's killing over 300 and something thousand people, I would have looked at you like, wow, that's the future? I don't want no piece of that. I don't. I mean, the worst thing that we had in the 90s was that AIDS, but AIDS wasn't kicking everybody else. AIDS wasn't doing this that coronavirus is doing. I mean, when people got AIDS, it took a while for them to die. The coronavirus, you got it today, tomorrow they bury you 6 feet deep. Period. The music was better. All of the Mortal Kombats and the Call of Duty. Well, no, they didn't have Call of Duty. Sorry. The Mortal Kombats. A lot of games that's out right now are just done over. But we, the Street Fighters, that's our generation. We came out with that. Y'all don't even know what an arcade is. Y'all don't know what an arcade is. You know what I'm saying? Because there was at one point in time, there was a difference between, video games, like the video game consoles and then the arcade. The arcade had the better graphics. I think they were at 16 bits and we only had like 4 bits or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So you would go to the arcade to get the real Mortal Kombat. Like the graphics would be way more better. And then the culture went along with the arcade. You would go to the mall and hang out with your friends, and then you would meet chicks there, and then you would find out, yo, what's popping tonight? Oh, Duke got this party popping. Oh, we going over there. You gonna call me your old head? That's cool. I don't have no problem with it, yo. I had the time of my life. And I could be that old head that's drinking some wine, because you know, that's what old people do. You know what I mean? Like, I know when I was 15, when I was drinking, when I started drinking like 19, 20 or whatever, I know it was 40 ounces. Somebody would have told me, yo, drink this wine. I'm like, is it Mad Dog 2020? Oh, no, it's not. I don't want it. Chardonnay. What is that, a chick? But I could have my Chardonnay and close my eyes and go back into time. I knew what it felt like when that Biggie album came out. I knew what it felt like when that Nas album came out. I knew what it felt like when those summer hits came out. I knew what it felt like in the summer in New York. And I ain't talking about that Disneyland, New York now. Because that's what New York has turned into, Disneyland. It's nothing but tourists. That's it. I know what it's like. I know what it's like. Going down Jamaica Avenue, drinking a 40, doing what the hell I want to do, because there wasn't no cops around at that time. Y'all got army men with assault rifles at every train station in New York. Every subway train station. I know what it's like prior to 9/11. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And it's crazy, man. You could call me an old head, man. You can. I'll take that. I'll take that. I know what it's like bike week in Myrtle Beach. You know what I'm saying? Bike week in Myrtle Beach. I got so tore up. Next thing you know, I got all my clothes off. I'm naked on the beach. Or we took the little golf carts and we driving around all on the beach and the security guard is chasing us. I know what it's like. In a hotel with some bros, and we playing quarters. I think that's a South Carolina thing, if I'm not mistaken. So you take this little small, like I don't know what you call a cup, and you hit the quarter, and the quarter's supposed to pop and jump inside the little cup. If it doesn't, then you got to pour the gin in there and drink it straight. I know what it's like getting tore up. Me and it was like 4 girls. No, excuse me, it was me, my man. It was 2. It was 2 of us, and it was four chicks. And checkout time, I was chilling with my peoples, you know what I'm saying, because they had rented a whole big hotel room, right? Checkout time was 11, so we leave out of there, and we wind up meeting these bros, and they like, yo, you could come just live, you know, not live, but y'all could come chill with us. Got so tore up. Next thing you know, they picking me up. I'm throwing up in the toilet. I don't know. All I know is my clothes got washed because it was a washing machine and dryer in there. I put my clothes on, and then I went back out that because it was still bike week. We went back out and partying and drinking more. Even though I'm not trying to push and promote drug usage, I'm just telling you that I had the time of my life. Time of my life. In the 90s, the golden era. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take it like a champ. I know what it's like when the Wu-Tang Clan, when I first heard METHOD Man, I never forget it. I was over Malik's house. We was playing Madden, right? He had to hook up with some type of radio station or something. So they were passing out, you know, promotional use only. They was passing out the single. METHOD Man on side A and side B. I think side B was METHOD Man and side A was Protect Your Neck Wu-Tang. And Malik, it was a cassette tape. Oh yes, it was a cassette tape, side A, side B. And Malik was like, yo man, you need to hear this joint. Put it in, METHOD Man. It just bugged me out. We never heard nothing like that before. I was there. Never forget seeing Busta Rhymes right there yelling, rah, 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 dreads everywhere. Come on, man. I was there, man. Nothing like it. Nothing like it, man. The Source Awards, nothing like it, man. Nothing like it. So you can call me an old head. I'm proud to be one. Because I got memories for days. And yes, I've been through a lot. But man, I had some good times. I swear. If it all ends today, and if it just gets worse, I just know I can go back in time and think about the good old days. And you all can't. Because there's no love in 2020, going on 2021. Social media is rotten to the core. It's all about being fake. Let me tell you something. I don't mean to be graphic and nasty or nothing like that, but let me tell you something. When I was hitting it from the back in the 90s, I knew it was real. I ain't had no females. I didn't play that. We didn't play that in the 90s and wearing tarantula eyebrows. Whatever the thing, eyelashes, excuse me. I said eyebrows. Eyelashes. We didn't play that. We didn't play nose jobs and all the rest of that. We didn't play that. Matter of fact, we couldn't even afford that anyway if we wanted it. If the females wanted it. I'm saying we as generational wise. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. I'm tired of sitting back saying to myself, man, these dudes call me old head, did that, so forth, blah, 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 blah. Man, I have jewels. I have memories that you all wish you had. You wish you were there. I was there. I was there when Tupac was alive. For some of you young bucks, because that's what I'm going to start calling you. And I don't think you know what young buck means. If you knew the term of young buck, you would know that that's a derogatory term. But I was there when Pac was out. And all you young bucks, rappers, that's talking about you better than Pac. Let me tell you something. He was way more than what you saw on YouTube or on social media. We got to see Tupac. We got to see Tupac. Like, right there. That's Tupac. You all are seeing videos. Y'all don't really know that man like that. Period. That man was about his people. Yeah, he had his problems and situations, and you know, to a certain extent, you can say that somewhat he was a schizo. Like, he was on this side sometimes, and then on this side. But I'm gonna take that back. I'm not gonna call that man no schizo. I'm just gonna say that this man was diverse in his messages. You know what I'm saying? So, man, got to see. I got the opportunity to play Lauryn Hill when she came out with that album. Man, it's crazy, man. Let me get out of here, man. But hey, I'm an old head. Y'all can have this. Y'all can have these shitty ass years. Oh man, y'all can have them. Y'all can have them, man. It ain't nothing like the 90s. Never will be. I'm glad that I was a part of it. Other than that, I want y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share this video.